Hello, and we are back in SGS Nato's Nightmare. I got the turn back from him, so let us see what happened. And if there's the battle phase displayed by the enemy, or just a summary and I have to guess what happened. Oh boy, got some messages from him that he broke through a lot of times, or at least on the flanks. I have to see if our or my forward defense is really doing anything here. Oh yeah, nice music. Okay, we got 94 victory points. Nice. And he got only 39. We are basically bankrupt. We lost 19 settlements. Eisfeld, Amberg, Arzberg, Berlin West. We lost Berlin? Oh. Bamberg, Fulda, Heiligenberg, Hof, Lauenburg, Lauterbach. Hey. So maybe I have to lower the music volume again. Just a little bit. So that should be okay. Yeah. So, there's Adrian. Roding, Reutenburg, Schluchten, Schwarzbeck, Ulzenwein and Sistersdorf. Okay, so the border regions. Oh, there's victories for us. We had a lot of victories and we routed them at Bayreuth, even a dogfight. Oh, and he took 2 hits and we won. But we lost the unit, but he lost 2 of his mix. So we have to look at that point, but that's not okay. Bayreuth. Okay, we lost 1. We had 2 of them. Wow, he got heavy with fighters, and then he drove in and got hit it pretty heavy. Here he got a hit. Oh, his hill was hit by our cap, but our cap was destroyed. Fulda. Oh, we destroyed his cap. MiG-23 is destroyed. Oh, that's nice. And we lost this cap, but that's not so bad. Connection road bridge, small river at Bielefeld. Nothing happened. Okay, here with recon asset, temporary grouping of 7 fighter areas in order to crush the Nato Air Force and air numbers. Nice. Okay, so we hit them with 4 hits basically, and they got 2 hits, and we survived completely without hits. Oh, yeah, Nato cap. Okay. At Rothenburg, yes, it was at Rothenburg. Now we got at Rothenburg another 4 hit and only 2 hits there. Okay. Lübeck, Iwi. That's ground battles. Okay, that's the sea battle. We had a sea battle. Because of his bombers, and we got 1 hit on our EV, but he got 1 hit on our Su-17. Okay, so at Lübeck, we got 1 victory point from units. Oh, we took 10 hits. Wow, we took 10 hits and 1 got killed. The fortifications got killed. And that's not right. That's 3 hits incurred, and here are 11 hits. So that's not rightly counted. But 3 units eliminated. We killed his 16th Polish Panzer Division. Wow. How did we hit that without a strength point? Okay, I don't know. Destroyed. Could not reach from battle for Lübeck. Wow. So he got killed because he couldn't retreat. Ah, okay. Mines. But two were routed. I guess these 2 units were routed. So basically Lübeck is open now. That's bad. Hamburg. Region Hamburg. There. What? Oh, he dropped at Hamburg. Like a madman, he dropped. And he got 11 hits. We won. Yes, that's problematic if you land in Hamburg and there's a Panzer Division and a Panzer Kampfgruppe. Oh boys. Oh boys, landing directly into our gardens here and basically they're wiped out. Oh, so they're still existing? No, they are dead. Okay. Okay. Oh, he declared war to Austria. If you see Vienna. Hamburg, we had already. Wolfsburg, we got 12 hits. Oh wow, we destroyed us completely in Wolfsburg. Wow, completely destroyed. Bielefeld. It was a recon aircraft. Got up 1 bombers. Okay. Göttingen. Nothing really happened. Okay. So we got 2 hits. Yeah. So it's just fighter attacks. Kissingen. Oh, we got 10 hits in. Ui, ui, ui. He won. Oof. So basically, oh, that's the fortifications, the mines only sustained. That's it, and so both are dead, the air defense and the covering forces. Schweinfurt, he got 1 hit. Bombing everywhere. Coburg. Oh, we nearly killed his 18 motorized Kampfgruppe. And we hold. Okay, okay. Right. Not a lot happened. Wiener Neustadt. Oh, here is attacking Vienna. Interesting that he is attacking Austria. Ah, with the Hungarians, but he got pretty mauled here. His artillery nearly destroyed. Yes, they are pretty strong. Austrians. And in Vienna, air attacks with satellites. Got 2 hits in on the Panzer Grenadier Division of Austria, but it survived. And in Mölln, we got 10 hits in Mölln, we got completely smashed. That's with the Polish. But we killed 1 Polish Panzer Division. It will come back, I guess. If I look at the cards, Eastern Polish mobilization, 1 destroyed unit each return, so it will come back. He played refugees, so we have a problem. Yeah, up to 3 Nato stacks, NATO land stacks lose 2 MPs for a variable amount of turns. Come on. And then he did an airborne landing, prevent airstrikes too. Okay, but you will see. So this was our victories, our defeats. So man, dogfights, a lot of sun, no big hits, routes. As far as I can tell, nothing really bad. Oh, a lot of lead. Yeah, okay. Okay, we lost 8 victory points with Lauenburg. We got molded there. Not a lot of units, to be honest. Yeah, okay. Just mass amount of artillery, some recon assets, and yeah, okay. Doing the minimal approaching. Dannenberg, we got routed. Okay, Uelzen got smashed again. By 20 units. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. Ah, he smashed our forces here. Celle. 19 hits Nauenstein. Wow, we got routed. Ooh, our Panzer divisions. Oh, we lost the Panzer Kampfgruppe. Ooh, sad. Hard. And he got some hits in, but nothing substantially really bad. Yeah, man. Oh, at Fulda. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, no. Really? We lost everything at Fulda. Oh, come on. That's insane game. No, that's really unfair. Wow. This was what he's went in. Wow. Wow. We lost an American, one of our 2 American divisions. Nah, come on. Okay, that's insane. Oh man. Würzburg, they got routed. Wow. This Air Force of the Soviet bloc, wow. Just finishing off. Oh man. Okay, at Arzberg we fought back, but that's basically it. Some casualties here. Wow, Fulda is... Oh, that's not even a morale blow, that's just destroying. But yeah, the Czechoslovaks got a lot of damaged units. For what they faced, that's a good fight. Oh, 19 hits. French. Okay, that's West Berlin completely destroyed. Interesting. So, just complete overkill with everything. And then Neusiedl. Okay, he completely killed Neusiedl here without any hit. Austria is in for a ride here, huh? Isn't it? And sister stuff? Okay, so Hungarians and Czechoslovakian assets. Hard siege. Okay. Casualties. Wow, 56 units eliminated, 51 units damaged, and on his side 11 units eliminated, 98 units damaged. Oh my god. Couldn't retreat from Battle von Sistersdorf, so it got destroyed. Okay. Wow. A lot of destroyed units. Wow. That's hard. He played, yeah, invasion from a, okay, airborne operations, airborne positions available. Artillery group. Artillery units are massed temporary to pound NATO before dispersing to avoid returning. One enemy unit engaged in this battle suffers 3 hits before the, yeah, okay. He got perfect cards. Invasion of Austria. Card may trigger invasion of Yugoslavia event. In addition, Italian reinforcements arrive. Yeah. Preventive airstrike, yeah, refugees, amphibious operation he launched, amphibious ops plus, and Zivilisanga brigades, whatever. Okay, how is the front? Wow, just insane. Okay, in the north, we hold Denmark. He landed here at And he broke through. Yeah, that means that's expected. We can destroy them here. That's a VDV division. And yeah, he basically broke completely through Fulda. Huh. Question is really, does it matter? Not so much, I guess. Not so much. Here we have a problem. But it takes 2 points anyway, so he cannot reach Hagen next turn. Problem is we have to defend this line here. It's only -1 for +1 for us, and that's +1. So it's the same areas basically. Oh, no breakthrough is possible. It's better. Well, we have to see. In this, so center is pretty problematic. North is doable. I don't know why there. Some units are locked, but we will see. In the south, yes, Czechoslovaks are overrunning our positions here. Oh, at Nuremberg, we don't. Oh, they retreated from Nuremberg, I guess. And here's a. They are depleted. Yeah. To get these units in. Problematic, boys. Yeah, okay, not here. They didn't get through here. But that's front of Vienna. So we should maybe retreat here. Yeah, Vienna is locked. Oh my god. That's the problem. And they are locked. Okay, nice. Wonderful. Okay, so the big catastrophe is Fulda, to be honest. That's what's conquered. So there must be troops, basically, but I don't see them as on-set troops. They just moved around. Good thing is we killed his units here, it seems. Bremen and Hamburg here. Phew, that's problematic. Oh, and this messing of air power in turn 1. Always brutal here. Okay, let us proceed to the next phase. Delaying ambushes. Depot raids. Select 1 affected units, full strength again. Wow. Helicopters. Oh, even the first armored division gets smashed. Covering force doesn't matter. Oh man. What? Yeah, you are. Where are you? You aren't in Berlin, but West Berlin, so the core of West Berlin is ours. Yeah. Okay, moving tanks forward, the French, so that's okay. Yeah, we have movement restriction. I know. Second Battle of the Atlantic. The Atlantic Ocean has become a crucial issue for the future of Europe and for part of the world. If the Soviet Naval and Air Force managed to cause sufficient losses to the convoys coming from the United States, The influx of troops and materials as reinforcements or to make up for the losses will be insufficient and will not make it possible to hold out to counterattack or meet other primary needs of deploy US troops and allies. Not only for the military but also for the civilian populations. Yeah, war in the Mediterranean. Yeah, the war in Europe is prolonged in the Mediterranean theater. For the moment, it consists of naval air skirmishes, which soon turn into major battles with numerous losses on both sides. Even if the Soviets benefit from port access in Syria and Libya, these are nevertheless limited, and several damaged ships which take refuge in these harbors have little chance of being repaired in a timely manner. While Syria and Libya conduct air naval attacks in support of the Soviets, they have little chance of success against the American, French, Greek and Italian fleets. The Turkish Navy does not stray from the Bosporus Straits. Additionally, a third of the Syrian Navy was sunk by the Israeli Navy within hours of announcing their support for the Soviets. Elsewhere in the Med, Algeria, Tunisia and Egypt have opted for neutrality. Washington to Moscow hotline. As nuclear war now seems inevitable on a strategic scale, with ultimately the potential extinction of humanity, US and Soviet leaders are feverishly talking to each other to try to avoid the worst even if the war continues. The challenge is to try to keep the war in a conventional logic rather than to use of weapons of mass destruction. So this lowers our tension, international tension on so from 75 to 65 now. Remind the commander you must consider the specifics of several types of units in order to create synergies. So yeah, we know. We have our command headquarters, our aircrafts, our helicopters, our artillery and so on. NATO General Mobilization. General Mobilization is declared by NATO countries as tension rises along the inter-German border. The result is NATO is much better prepared. National economies are relatively ready for war, while active army combat units move to their GDP positions. Reserve and territorial units activate their recall plans and prepare to guard internal lines of communication or stand by to replenish those units that will become depleted during the fighting. Invasion of Turkey. Warsaw Pact forces invade Turkey to seize outlets to the Black Sea and thus allows the Soviet Black Sea fleet to easily re-enter the Mediterranean Sea and vice versa. Bulgaria attacks from the northwest in concert with Soviet troops. They are progressing in the Marmara zone. The USSR also launched a major offensive in the northeast starting from the Soviet Socialist Republic of Georgia. From there it drives into eastern Anatolia against a stiffening Turkish resistance. On both axes, logistical difficulties and the relatively mediocre power of most of the packed units involved contribute to a slow rate of advance. However, at this point the Turkish army seems overwhelmed. So they get 10 victory points for Spect and 2 international tension. Tensions on the demilitarized zone. Tensions rise along the demilitarized zone as war rages in Central Europe. Washington and Seoul fear that Pyongyang will seize the opportunity to strike against South Korea. In addition to the increasing incidents along the DMZ between the two countries, US satellite imagery reveals growing concentrations of North Korean forces along the border. They leave little doubt as to the intention of the communist regime. Both Washington and Seoul know this. Invasion of the Northern Theater. Soviet troops reinforced with some Polish and East German elements launched the invasion of Finland, Sweden and Norway. Moscow is well aware that the operation is risky and will come up against fierce resistance. But she intends to get rid of a threat on the northern flank of her operations in Central Europe. Another 10 victory points and 10 victory points for the pact and 2 tensions. Yeah, these are the boosts, you know. We have different doctrines. War Pact uses artillery for direct destruction, we are using artillery for support and so on. You can pause the video if you want to know more. The copies and the relatives. So many counters and many are not to be found in the order of battle at the time. Is this consistent in terms of realism? On the one hand, there are a lot of counters in the advanced game, noticeably less in the base game. We are playing the advanced game here. It is therefore always possible to play a similar version, not necessarily less interesting, but which explores differentially what his conflict could have been. So, regarding the advanced game, the heart of what NATO's Nightmare is, it was designed as a monster game, EA a copious dense game. It is not what gives it a realistic coherence, obviously, but the concepts imagined and developed. About the order of battle, a large number of counters are in fact temporary or transitory units that are considered detached from large units in order to meet operational and doctrinal requirements at the moment. The quantity of these counters is not the result of chance either. The number was evaluated from doctrines, numbers and quantities of material available at the time. Military balance and several other works of the 1980s were used as sources. This also responds to the idea that a war, and in particular contemporary conflict, generates chaos that exacerbates the need for decentralization of command for various reasons, starting with greater efficiency on the ground. After a few hours of high-intense combat, the beautiful pre-war orders of battle are gone. Units are created from existing ones, detached, then attached, combined, amalgamated and agglomerated, and maybe reinforced with other units to consolidate, command and economize logistical support. A perfect example of this is the Yom Kippur War, or the current war in Ukraine, in which by the third day the forces of each side were shells of the former self, yet the war continues on and the commanders make do with what they have on hand. Finally, whether it is the basic game or the advanced game, the combat factors were considered relative to each other. In the end, if there are fewer counters in the base game, the combat factors of the opposing divisions remain consistent, and this relative. And according to the same principles, they are therefore consistent without change in the advanced game. Okay, so that was it for the start. We have big issues on our hand, especially at Fulda. Lost 2 Panzer divisions, or nearly 2 Panzer divisions, one of our 2 Americans. So he didn't go for the invasion of Denmark. That's a good point, because in the third turn we get an event that we get victory points back and he cannot finish off our Atlantic trade, basically. Oh man, that's hard. We can play nothing to increase tensions and cost 1 income, and well, we have enough income, 38, but we don't have any replacements we can do here, so that's scheiße. That's bad. Okay. Interesting that he will invade Austria. Depot raids, Nato special forces raided packed forward depot, 1 enemy forward depot or supply convoy is destroyed. That can be helpful, yeah, for the supply convoy destroyed. But I will end this video here. Thanks for watching. Servus and with many Stukas.